Okay, I'm going to show you how to conceal, excuse me, I'm going to show you how to wrap and turn to do short rows, and then how to conceal the wraps so they literally are never to be seen again from the right side where you don't want them to be seen. Okay, this is different than anything I have seen in print anywhere. My method of concealing the wraps. The wrapping and turning is standard except for one thing, which I will show you. Okay, I have 12 stitches on here. This is how many stitches you will have if you are making, to do the heel turn, if you are making the little learning sock in my book, New Pathways for Sock Knitters, Book 1. I have just 12 stitches on this needle. I do not have a sock. I'm working in rows here. But in order to make it easier for you to see what I'm doing, I decided to do it that way. So if you are at the heel turn, you would have all your heel turn stitches on one needle and be ignoring the other one anyway. Let's make sure I really have 12. I do. Okay. Here's what you'll do. You will knit until there are 2 stitches left. In other words, you will knit 10 out of the 12. Okay. There are 2 stitches left. Now you want to wrap this needle before turning around. Wrap that stitch before turning around. So what we're going to do is take the yarn to the other side. It's in the back, so we're bringing it to the front. I want you to slip that stitch knitwise. Okay? Knitwise, not tip to tip, purlwise, but knitwise. We want to change the mount of the stitch. Once you've slipped it to this needle, move your yarn to the back and slip the stitch back to the left tip, tip to tip, so we don't change the mount again. Notice it is mounted like this. And it's got this lovely little yellow necklace that is strangling the poor thing. Now we turn around. That's the wrap. Here's the turn. The abbreviation is W&T. Wrap and turn. There it is. It's got its necklace. Now we purl until there are 2 left on this needle. Notice that we don't even have to count if we can see that there are 2 stitches left. And of course you can. Okay, here we go. I am not counting, I am looking, and I hope you are too. Okay, here we are. 1 stitch left. I want you to slip it purlwise, tip to tip. But before you do, move the yarn to the other side. Slip it tip to tip, bring the yarn back to where it was. We place the stitch on the left tip, tip to tip, so that the mount doesn't change either time. And now we turn around. That was the wrap. Here's the turn. And there it has a sort of teal necklace. Now we knit until there are 3 stitches left. Now guess what? You don't even have to count 3 if you can see the wrapped stitch when you get to it, because there's the stitch that you just wrapped, the yellow around the pink, and there are 3 left, like I said. We're going to wrap the one before the wrapped one. There's a wrap stitch. We're going to wrap the one right next to it, in front of it. So once again, you bring your yarn to the other side, slip knitwise, move the yarn to the back, slip it back tip to tip so that the mount that you changed stays changed. Notice it has a blue necklace, beautiful necklace. And that was the wrap. Here's the turn. All right. Maybe you can guess, without looking at the pattern, what we're going to do, because we're working symmetrically. We're rocking back and forth in a symmetrical manner. We're going to go till there are 3 left, and we're going to wrap and turn that 3rd one, which is next to the one with the teal wrap. Okay, here we move the yarn to the other side, slip purlwise or tip to tip, move the yarn to the back, slip it back to the left needle, tip to tip. Oh, it has a wrap we can see, thank goodness. That was the wrap. Here's the turn. So we've got 2 wrap stitches there now. And here we have 1, 2 wrap stitches. Okay, one more set. So we will have 3 wrap stitches on each side. So we're going to knit until we come to the stitch before those 2 wrap stitches. Tell yourself what we're going to do even before I do it. Move the yarn where? To the front. Slip the stitch how? Knitwise. Move the yarn where? To the back. Slip the stitch back how? Tip to tip. Now that one has a pink wrap. That was the wrap. Here's the turn. Tell yourself what you think we're going to do. You'll be right. We're going to purl until There are 4 stitches left. That we have one that's not wrapped, 2 that are, and we'll wrap the pink one when we get to it. And to do it, tell yourself you're going to, Susan already did it. Okay, move the yarn to the back, slip the stitch knitwise, move the yarn back to the front, replace the stitch back on the left tip, and turn around. Okay, let's check. We have 1, 2, 3 wrapped stitches there with an unwrapped one in the end. We have unwrapped one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 wrapped stitches. And in between the wrapped stitches, we have 4 that are not wrapped. Okay? And if you look, let me kind of move this so you can see. We are making ourselves a nice little cup. This is going to cup itself around the edge at the corner of the heel, where your heel goes from horizontal to a vertical leg, goes from the floor up. This is where this is located on your foot. Okay, so here we are. We are knitting those 4, 3, 4 to the first wrapped stitch. There it is. It's got a pink collar. Now here's the thing. Here's what they tell you in virtually every publication I've ever seen, and I will admit it makes me kind of mad. Basically they say, go into the wrap and the stitch and knit them together. May I ask you, can you see the wrap? Is it going to be hidden in the back? Well, it might be. If you're lucky, it might edge its way back there. But let's not give it the chance not to. Here's what you do. First, I want you to think of this wrap as a lady who gets her hair done at the beauty parlor once a week. They use a fair bit of hairspray. Her hair looks very nice. And she looks for the opera on the 6th day after having it done. It just works out that way. Your hairdresser isn't available the day of the opera. She goes to the opera every week. And she wants her hair to look good. And she wears diamond necklaces. So when she takes her diamond necklace off, she takes it off without scraping the top of her lovely blue hairdo. It might be Marge Simpson. She's got a blue hairdo. Anyway, I'm pulling that out of the way just so you can see better. You go under the wrap with the right needle tip, lift it up over the tip of the left needle, and without mussing this woman's hairdo, lift it high over her lovely blue hair, dump it behind her on the needle so that it's sandwiched between the stitch it had wrapped and the stitch that was next to it. It now looks like another stitch, but it's the wrap. And let me ask you, can you see the wrap? Well, yes, you can see this part of it, but that part will be hidden behind in a moment. But it's taken away from the front. I've taken the wrap away from the side that shows and put it to the back where it doesn't show. Now, knit them together, but knit them the way they're mounted. Go through the winning legs, the legs that are closest to the tip. If you go like this, you'll bring the wrap to the front, which kind of is not the point. So go in as you would for an SSK, from right to left, knit those guys together, and now you can see the wrap is completely to the back where it belongs. Now her neighbor, Louise over here, blonde hair, fake blonde I believe, there's blue diamond necklaces. She has the same routine. You lift it up over her hair without mussing it, put it behind her, knit her from right to back. Notice how that wrap is now hidden. They're gone. And now the last one, this is Isabel, pink hair, blonde necklace. She's a little confused. Lift it up. She goes to the country music opera. Put it behind her. And this time, remember we had one that wasn't wrapped at the end. I want you to go through the 2 and grab the 3rd one on your way so that it's gone. Okay. Before we turn around, let's have a look. What do you see? You see even knitting, curved, with the wraps completely gone as we wish. Turn around. I hope you have a smile on your face now, so you see that you'll be able to do this too. Slip that